Welcome back to Learn English by Stories. Did you know that some of the world's largest airports have more than 200 departure gates? And that every single day, hundreds of travelers walk into the wrong terminal and miss their flights forever? Today, we are going to talk about a young woman named Maya. She was 22 years old. She had never flown alone in her life. And on the morning of her very first solo journey, she made one small mistake that led to the greatest lesson she ever learned. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Story Learn English. I am so happy you are here with me today. Today, we have a special story for you. A story about airports, about courage, and about the kindness of strangers. This story is perfect for English learners at the A2 level. You will hear many useful words and phrases for traveling. So sit back, relax, and let us begin. Our story is called I'm Lost at the Airport. Maya was 22 years old, and she was terrified. Not of the plane, no. She was terrified of the airport itself. She stood at the entrance of Heathrow Airport in London, England. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. Around her, hundreds of passengers moved quickly, pulling their suitcases, talking on their phones, checking their boarding passes. Maya had never traveled alone before. Every other journey in her life, her mother had been beside her, holding her hand, telling her which way to go. But today, her mother was not here. Today, Maya was flying to Canada, alone, to begin her university studies. She took a deep breath. She looked down at the documents in her hand. Her passport, her boarding pass, her flight number, AC856, her departure gate, D14, departure time, 9:45. It was 7:10. She had 2 hours and 35 minutes. I can do this, she told herself. I just need to find gate D14. She walked through the automatic doors into the main terminal. The noise hit her immediately. A rushing, roaring sound of thousands of people all moving at once. Giant screens on the ceiling displayed flight information. Signs pointed in every direction. She looked up. Terminal A, Terminal B, Terminal C, Terminal D, Terminal D, she said quietly. That is where I need to go. She followed the signs through the long corridors, past the check-in desks, past the coffee shops and the bookstores, past the security checkpoint where officers in uniforms checked passengers' documents carefully. Maya joined the queue. She placed her bag on the conveyor belt, walked through the metal detector, and collected her things on the other side. She checked her boarding pass once more. Gate D14. Still plenty of time. She smiled. See? I can do this. And then she looked up, and her smile disappeared. Because above her head, the sign now read, Terminal C, departures. Terminal C, not Terminal D. Maya had walked through the wrong security gate. For one long, terrible moment, Maya simply stood there. She felt the world moving around her, but she could not move herself. How did this happen? She thought. She had followed the signs. She had been so careful, and yet somehow she had walked into entirely the wrong terminal. And now, she could not simply walk back. Once you pass through airport security, you cannot return to the other side without going through the entire process again. That could take 30 minutes, or longer. She checked the time on her phone. 7:48. Her flight left at 9:45. That was still almost 2 hours away. But she needed time to find her gate, to board the plane, to find her seat. Maya felt her heart beating faster. She needed to think. She needed a plan. She looked around the departure lounge. Families sat on chairs, eating sandwiches and reading books. Business travelers typed on laptops. A small boy ran past her, laughing, chasing a toy aeroplane across the floor. And then Maya saw her, an airport staff member in a bright blue uniform standing near an information desk. The woman had a warm, calm face. She was studying a clipboard. Maya walked towards her. Her legs felt like water. "Excuse me," Maya said. Her voice came out very quietly. She cleared her throat and tried again. "Excuse me, could you help me, please?" The woman looked up immediately and smiled. "Of course. What's the matter?" I think I am in the wrong terminal," Maya said. "I need gate D14, and I have walked into Terminal C." The woman did not look surprised. This apparently happened more often than Maya had imagined. "Don't worry," the woman said warmly. "You are not the first person to do this, and you will not be the last." She pointed down a long corridor to the left. "Do you see that walkway? Follow it all the way to the end. You will find the interterminal train. Take the train 2 stops to Terminal D. From there, gate D14 is a 5-minute walk. You have plenty of time." Maya breathed out slowly. The fear that had been sitting in her chest like a stone began, very slowly, to loosen. "Thank you," she said. "Thank you so much." "Safe travels," said the woman. My friends, before we continue, if you are enjoying this story and finding it useful for your English practice, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. New stories arrive every week, and I would love for you to be part of our growing community. Now, let us follow Maya to Terminal D. Maya followed the corridor. She found the interterminal train exactly where the staff member had said. She stepped inside, held the handrail, and watched through the glass as the train moved quietly beneath the airport. 2 stops. The doors opened at Terminal D. She stepped out and checked the signs immediately. D10, D11, D12, D13, D14. She was there. She sat down in one of the chairs near the departure gate and placed her bag on her lap. Around her, other passengers for flight AC-856 were already waiting, reading, sleeping, scrolling through their phones. Maya checked the time. 8:22. She had over an hour to spare. She laughed quietly to herself, a short, relieved laugh. She thought about the moment she had looked up and seen the wrong terminal sign above her head. She thought about the cold, sinking feeling in her stomach. She thought about how close she had come to panic. And then she thought about what had saved her. Not luck, not magic. A deep breath, a decision to ask for help, and the kindness of one stranger in a blue uniform. She reached into her bag and took out a small notebook. At the top of the first page, she wrote 3 sentences, slowly and carefully because they were important. Stay calm. Ask for help. Everything is solvable. At 9:15, the gate staff began boarding the plane. Maya was one of the first passengers to walk through the gate. She handed over her boarding pass, heard it beep, and stepped through the door. She found her seat, 22C, a window seat. She sat down, buckled her seatbelt, and pressed her forehead lightly against the cold glass of the window. Below, she could see the gray runways of Heathrow, the luggage carts moving back and forth, the tiny figures of ground crew in their orange vests. And then, slowly, powerfully, the plane began to move. As the engines grew louder, as the plane gathered speed, as the ground fell away beneath her and the city of London became a beautiful patchwork of rooftops and rivers far below, Maya felt something she had not expected. Not fear, relief, and pride. She had done it. Alone. She had been lost. She had felt afraid. And she had found her way. She watched the clouds swallow London whole and smiled. Thank you so much for listening to this story, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you practice your English today. In this story, we heard many important words for travel and airports, words like boarding pass, departure gate, security checkpoint, departure lounge, and interterminal train. We also heard Maya use a very useful phrase, "Excuse me, could you help me, please?" A polite and natural way to ask for help in English. If you loved this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comments. Have you ever felt lost? In an airport or in any unfamiliar place? And where in the world are you watching from? Take care, my friends. That's your clean recording copy. Every word is ready to read. No brackets, no notes, no decisions to make mid-session. Just hit record.